Yo, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, Action Creature. Alright, so today we're looking at the SH Monsterarts Gigan from the 1972 movie Godzilla vs. Gigan. So first we're gonna just look at the box real quick. I know a lot of people probably don't care, but I feel like this box is actually a pretty cool one. So you can see like Gigan is gloss, and then there's flames in the background, and the rest is just all matte. I feel like it looks really cool. So we got Gigan on the side, Gigan on the back, and then again Gigan is gloss right here. I just really like that effect that they did on the box. And then I'm guessing this one is sculpted by Yuji Sakai right here because they have a picture of him. If I'm wrong about that, sorry. Gigan on the side, also gloss finish on the font there, and then Gigan on the top. One thing that's kind of weird is these are made in Japan, and it just says Gigan in English. You would think it would say it in Japanese, but I don't know. I was just kind of thinking about that as a random thought. Let's move on. All right, guys. So here we have the Monsterarts Gigan, and this could possibly be Monsterarts' best figure yet. I'm not exaggerating. This thing looks really amazing. I mean, at least in terms of looks. The articulation is pretty awesome on it too, which I'm going to show you. But first, we will just look at the paint here. Let's see what we got going on. So starting with the head. You can see the visor is clear plastic, and it even has that detail that I don't know how to explain it, but like the detail behind the visor, like it looks like little balls all behind the visor there. And the visor is also gloss, but yeah, enough about the visor. I mean, look at the beak, the teeth, the fangs on the side. The beak has really nice shading. The fangs are, a really nice silver. The teeth are not overly gigantic like the Final Wars Godzilla, and I freaking hate that, but it's really our only option. Maybe Hia or Haya will make a better one in the future. Anyways, and then look at the gold. The gold is just, oh man, it's really good. I don't know if y'all can tell, but in person, you can see the gold actually has glitter in it too, so it really shines in person. The buzzsaw has shading on it, like towards the bottom going to the top. Same thing with the claw hands, shading, so much shading. The texture of the body is just really nice. I mean, just look at it, man. Oh my gosh, it's freaking gorgeous. The feet, really nice. No scuffing on the feet, really. You would think there would be scuffing. The wings, just look at all the shading. Oh my god. The shading, man. This is what Monsterarts needs to be. They need to be firing on these cylinders all the time. The little back spikes here, shaded, nice silver, nice metallic silver. The gold, tail painted all the way, shading on every single one towards the bottom. Same thing on the back here. Well, this one actually on mine, it's kind of pretty much like all black. Actually, I'm just noticing that. Sorry, it's out of focus. But yeah, as you can see, it's kind of all black. I don't know if that's intentional, if it's supposed to be like that, but maybe this is a defect on this. I'm not sure. I'd have to look at other ones. Either way, well, as you can see, there's kind of a slight gradient there, so it's all right. Just a little bit darker than the rest. Doesn't have that brighter silver. So I wonder, man, I don't know if that's intentional. Let's take a quick look at the box and see. All right, so if we look at the back of the box here, it is a brighter silver here and here. Maybe it's just the way the light catches it. I'll have to look at other people's figures to see. So if you guys have the figure already, just let me know what you got, what you ended up getting. But anyways, for me, it's not a big deal. The figure looks amazing regardless, and there is a slight gradient on it, so I'm okay with it. All right, so now that we've taken a close look at the figure, let's look at the articulation here. So we'll start off with the head. The jaw is on a hinge, I think. I don't think it's a ball joint because, as you can see, my jaw doesn't exactly line up. I try to push it and just immediately snaps back. Feels like if I push it more, it might break. So maybe it's on a ball joint. It just might be a little tight. I'm not really going to push it. Don't want to break another one like I did my Hedora while filming a review. These fangs here are also on a hinge. I would just be careful with these. Don't want to push them too far and just snap one off. But they are on a hinge. They have pretty good range. That's cool. So let's look at the head movement here. So he can look down really far. I like that. Looking up. I just feel like I need to be careful with this figure. That's the only thing. Like the play, it's not super playable, you know. It's got a lot of little things that you have to kind of worry about, especially the fangs here. But so looking up, pretty good. And then tilt, I'm sure it's gonna have some really nice tilt. Oh yeah, really nice tilt to the side. And I pushed it as hard as I could, so that's pretty much the max there. You could probably push it even harder, maybe get a little more, but that's the majority of it. So let's go to the arms. So the arms will, they will rotate all the way around if you really force them. I'm not going to do that here, but it can be done. They go out to the side this much, and they'll go this far down, so you can pretty much get his arms all the way down to the side. Elbows, it's a double ball. So he gets, the range isn't crazy. He gets about 90 degrees there, maybe not even 90. It more so goes down more than it goes up. You can also move them in and out a good bit. Rotate as well. So that's really nice. It's enough for a Gigan. This does not spin, in case you're wondering. It'd be cool if it did, but it's a Monsterarts. They gotta figure out how to make it work somehow. Onto the legs here. So I was kind of worried about this because every picture I've seen, the legs were like super spread out like this, but they go in really nice. They go out this far. There is a thigh swivel there. And they go up this much. And they'll go back about that much. Pretty good range on the legs. The knees, nice double ball. So it gets about 90 degrees there. That's pretty good. You can also rotate a little bit at the knee and get a little bit of play on that ball too for the legs. For the ankles, they will go down that much. They don't go up as much. As you can see, this little sleeve piece right here kind of hinders that movement because it's getting stuck on right here, so they don't go up. For the ankle pivot, it's pretty good. You won't really need more than that for Gigan, so that's awesome. So the ankles are amazing. Now the wings here. I've seen a picture of someone breaking these wings, and I really don't want to move them. But I do know that if you pull on this, the wings will sort of pop out, like they'll slide out, and then you can articulate them back and forth. But they're connected on a really small ball joint compared to the size of the wings. That's really my main gripe with this. It would be really easy to break something, such a small connection for such a big piece. So I'm not going to be moving mine, but do know that they do move. I'm pretty sure all three of them move. Next, the tail. This is a freaking beautiful tail. So for the tail, you can get it going straight down for a flight pose, which is awesome. And then moving to the side. Ooh, let me get that plugged back in. So like I was saying, moving to the side, just look at that curve. That is awesome. It's seamless. Going up, I will be careful with this part right here. You don't want to push this section of the tail up too much, so you'll just kind of use the rest of it. But yeah, moving up goes that far up, which is really nice. And you can get it all flat again. And this freaking tail, you guys know Monsterarts keeps popping out. But yeah, so the tail is amazing. Maybe one of the best tails on Monsterarts. So now we will go on to accessories. Let me put this guy down real quick. So for accessories, there are no fucking accessories. Let's move on to size comparisons. So here Gigan is with the Super 7 Dinozord. As you can see, he towers over Gigan. We all know that Monsterarts is a smaller line and they all scale within each other, but yeah, the Super 7 is huge compared. Just kind of showing you guys this so you can get a general idea of what the size is for Gigan here. And last we got the Bandai King Kong here, and I think this actually scales pretty well. I like how that looks. Here they are like toe to toe. They scale pretty well together. Alright guys, so that was a review of the SH Monsterarts Gigan. After reviewing it and playing with it a little bit more, I don't know if this is the best Monsterarts. I kind of changed my mind a little bit. It definitely looks the best. This is almost for sure the best looking Monsterarts in my opinion. But the playability is just not really there. You feel like you got to constantly be very careful with it because all of the sharp pieces, like the buzzsaw here, these little things, the wings. But nonetheless, that doesn't mean it's a bad figure. It's just the design of Gigan, and I feel like Monsterarts executed this the best they could. The only thing I would improve is just the range of the feet here going forward. They really don't go up at all. If they could go up more, you could do a little bit more of like leaning forward poses and having the legs back. But that's just a little nitpick. At least there's good ankle pivot there, so I'm happy with that. This thing is gonna look amazing on any shelf. So I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Oh, and real quick, if you're wondering, in the background here, these are the Ensky finger puppets. And these are awesome little finger puppets. They have so much detail, paint detail, packed into such tiny little figures. Just look at all that shading. If you guys want to see a review of these, just let me know in the comments and I can review them all for you. But I did open these live on the Collect All Monsters Facebook group, so if you're not a part of that, I suggest you check it out. It's a pretty cool community. But like I was saying, you guys, that was the Monsterarts Gigan review. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good day.